Dear friends, welcome to the next lecture of Organization of Commerce and Management subject. I am Mrs. Neeta Ivle. We have started fifth chapter, that is Emerging Modes of Business. Friends, in last lecture we understood meaning and scope of e-business. Now see, to familiar more with e-business, we must aware about its benefits and limitations. Right? So today we are going to understand benefits of e-business. In last lecture we studied electronic business, that is e-business, and we also understand that e-business expands the marketplace to national and international markets. It decreases the cost of creating, processing, distributing and retrieving paper-based information. The importance of e-business is very wide because it reduces the transaction cost as well. This reduced transaction cost leads to consumer empowerment. How it leads to consumer empowerment? I think you should find the answer to this question yourself. In fact, we can say that e-businesses makes our life much easier because it saves time. We can get our goods within a short period of time. Other than that, it connects to businesses around the world. We can buy goods that we can't get from the local market. Because of internet, the relationship between consumer and supplier is also changed. How does the internet changes consumer and supplier's relationship? See, consumers can now make purchases from anywhere at any time without having to be at a physical store location, right? Okay, to understand it, let's have an example. Suppose I live in a small town where there is no shop to buy gym equipment. You know gym equipments. To be healthy, we need it. Now, though I don't get it in my town, I didn't need to worry anymore because now I can buy it online. I can order it online from anywhere from all over the world. Not only that, but e-business also gives me more control to freely choose suppliers and to get better prices through virtual price comparison. Because of e-business, people get product information online and order the product online through cash on delivery or prepayment. In this way, suppliers as well as buyers both get benefits of internet platform. Till now, there are 3 channels of trading available. Right? 3 channels of trading. Can you tell me those? Yes, those are through face-to-face, by mail and by phone. We can contact for businesses through face-to-face or by mail or by phone. Now, the internet has become the 4th channel for trade, and as we can see, this new channel for trade, that is internet trade, is booming and allowing businesses to sell more quantity and better quality and most important at low cost. Thus, internet offers a great opportunity over traditional channels as it has some special advantages. Friends, let's understand these benefits. Now the first point we have here is ease of formation. In traditional business, one needs to collect number of resources. Right? In traditional business, we need to collect number of resources, which is not that much easy. You know that number of formalities and steps and mechanism is required to set a business in traditional way. But in e-business, one need limited resources, and so it is easy to set business. The benefits of internet technology give the same result to big and small businesses. Friends, let me tell, can you imagine a restaurant that does not have any requirement of a physical space? Is it possible? Listen, I am talking about restaurant. Yes, you may have an online menu representing the best of food item from the best of restaurants the world over that you have connected with through net. What do you have to do then to order? You just have to visit your website, decide the menu, place the order, and immediately your order will be routed to the restaurant located closest to your location. The food is delivered and the payment will be collected by the restaurant staff, and the amount will debited to your account through an electronic clearing system. Right? See, is this not easy to do? That's why it is said that it is easy to set e-business, or it is easy to start e-business, as it does not require huge space, huge infrastructure, number of employees. Therefore, it does not require huge capital. Now here the second point emerged. The second point is lower investment requirements. This means that even if you don't have much of the investment but have contacts, you can do fabulous business. In short, investment requirement is low as compared to traditional business, as the store does not have physical existence and can be managed with less manpower. Again, we can observe the above example of establishment of a restaurant. We need not have to invest for prime location for restaurant, or infrastructure, or furniture, or for manpower, and so on. So the lower investment requirement. Now see the third point, and the third point is convenience. Internet offers, you know that students, actually internet offers the convenience of 24 hours and 7 days a week and 365 days a year business. Business is going on anytime and flexibility is also available. That allows you to go for shopping well after midnight. This is for customers, right? On the other hand, such flexibility is available even to the organizational employees, whereby they can do work from whereas they are and whenever they may want to do it. E-business offers the advantage of accessing anything, anywhere, and anytime. In this COVID-19 crisis, you can understand importance of contribution of e-business. Because of internet, the intensity of problems is surely decreased. Am I right? Now, this is the fourth point, that is speed. E-business or e-commerce greatly facilitates and speeds up the entire process. For instance, withdrawal of one's own money from banks was a dull process in the past. One had to go through a series of formalities before he was able to get the payment. After the introduction of ATMs, all that is becoming fast now. The first thing that occurs is that the customer is able to withdraw his money and the rest of the back end process take place later. This benefit becomes more valuable when it comes to information. As we know, to grab any opportunity, it is important to get information on time. And this is exactly provided by internet. Much of the buying and selling involves exchange of information that internet allows at the click of mouse. This benefit becomes more attractive in the case of information intensive products such as movies, music, e-books and journals that are even be delivered online. Delivery time is greatly turned down due to transformation of the business process from traditional to e-business. Friends, in the digital era, money is defined as electronic pulses. Electronic pulses. That is why we must be thankful to the electronic funds transfer technology of e-business. Now the fifth point is global access. Internet is truly without boundaries. You will also agree. On the one hand, it allows the seller an access to the global market. On the other hand, it affords to the buyer a freedom to choose products from almost any part of the world. You will also agree that it would not be an overstatement to say that in the absence of internet, globalization would have been considerably restricted in scope and speed. Now the sixth point is movement towards a paperless society. We know the concept and importance of paperless office, paperless society. Use of internet has considerably reduced dependence on paperwork. You know that Maruti Udyog, right? Maruti Udyog does bulk of its sourcing of supplies of material and components in a paperless fashion. Even the government departments and regulatory authorities are increasingly moving in this direction, whereby they allow electronic filing of returns and reports. In fact, e-commerce tools are affecting affecting the administrative reforms aimed at speeding up the process of granting permissions, approvals, and license. In this respect, the provision of Information Technology Act 2000 are quite noteworthy. I would like to suggest that you must read it once. Which act? The Provision of Information Technology Act 2000, right? Now, the seventh point is actually there are many different ways which the government does to support the development of e-business. What are they? You can read here. See, the government shows support for the development of e-business by creating laws to help companies and individuals stay safe within the internet and making sure that everyone has equal rights while online. The government is helping the development of e-business by supporting businesses making the transaction online. This is so that small to business, medium business can have the same opportunity of the big retailers. The government is supporting the growth and development of small businesses online, as is a significant part of the government plan to rebalance the economy and create more jobs. The government also wants to develop the nation's technological skills and offer greater work flexibility over the coming years. They will be invested in lot into developing people's skills and creating a safer working environment online. We all know that there is always a risk of cybercrime while performing online transactions. The government is offering cyber security advice to businesses which will help to identify and manage the risks that they will face operating online. Now, have this eighth point that is easy payment. Electronic payment lowers cost of businesses. I stated earlier. The more payments they can process electronically, the less they spend on paper and postage. Offering electronic payment can also help businesses improve customer retention. Methods of electronic payments includes credit cards, debit cards, and the ACH, that means Automated Clearing House Network. The ACH system contains direct deposit, direct debit, and electronic checks. A one-time customer to seller payment is commonly used when you shop online at an e-commerce site such as Amazon. I have given below briefly advantages of using electronic payment system. You can read it. First one is time saving, then expenses control, reduce risk of money lost, low transaction cost, high speed and increased convenience, customer services, low spend on paper and postage, increased sales. Now we understood all the points of benefits of e-businesses. Friends, let's have a quick review of today's learning. Today we understood benefits of e-business. Now the first benefit is ease of formation. Second, lower investment requirement. Third, convenience. Fourth, speed. Fifth, global access. Sixth, movement towards paperless society. Seventh, government support. And eighth one, easy payments. Friends, in next lecture, we will discuss the limitations of e-business. Thank you for watching attentively.